Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Band of Anime Reactions, and I thought this was a blind episode, but I could have possibly been wrong. I might have to ask Travis about that later. But this is going to be my review for Rosario plus Vampire episode 7. And the reason that I thought it might not have been blind is because I could have possibly seen it and forgotten. But we meet a new character in this episode, and after everybody sold all the paper or gave all the papers away, surprisingly, a new girl pops up and talks with them, and she seems very quiet in the way she talks, or very low when she talks. Her voice is kind of low and quiet, and yeah, apparently she's a girl who hasn't been attending school, and she just started attending in this episode. Her name is Mizuri Shirayuki, and when I heard Shirayuki, I was like, where did I heard that from? And I finally figured out that it was from Snow White with the red hair. And, yeah, she has taken a liking to Skune, just like the other girls. And they had actually planned a big party to celebrate, how well the newspaper sold, and they were going to meet up with some snacks, but Skune doesn't end up getting to the party because Mizuri finds him, and they just go out and skip rocks, and she tries to make her his by freezing him in a big thing of ice, and turns out she's a snow woman. So I'm guessing that's like the Ice Queen reference that's supposed to be that Frozen's supposed to be based off of or something. Anyway, yeah, while this is going on, puppet that looks like Mizuri shows up and tries to get rid of Mocha by killing her. And thankfully, Kurumi shows up and saves her and gets her to where Skune is, and thankfully he didn't get frozen all the way in ice. And he essentially tells her that I'm not lonely like she thought he was. I am not lonely like you, and she gets all upset about it and disappears, and everybody is out looking for her. Turns out one of the teachers found her and got badly hurt because of it. But we don't get the whole story until near the end of the episode as to what happened. And Skune tries to go after her and finds her, near the bus stop. And it turns out that the teacher that found her, I think was a gym teacher, he had found her in her upset state and decided to be stupid and try to take advantage of her. And that's why he got all injured, is because she was defending herself. And the reason they know this is because Gin was actually smart for once, and yet not smart at the same time. And he took pictures of the whole thing. What he should have done was go into his monster form and defend her, instead of just taking pictures of the whole thing. It might have ended better. Anyway, even though they find this out, she essentially is, well, not in a good state of mind, because now she has no control over any of her abilities over ice that she has created, and thus they're moving on their own. And thankfully, Skune is able to get Scary Mocha out, and Scary Mocha gets annoyed that she was just called out for that, because all she had to do was, I guess, flex her power, and the enemies disappeared. They burst and exploded. And she grabs Skune by the back of his jacket and just pulls them both up. And she kicks Mizuri across the area, because, yeah, there's no need in trying to wish for death when you have not even lived your life, And apparently that got to her enough to where she decided to try something new, and she cut her hair, for instance, and wants to be friends with everybody, which is good. So now we got a new girl in the group. If somebody ever ends up doing a roleplay for this show, they gotta add more guys to it. That's all I gotta say. Because not everybody can end up with Skune unless it's in like a parallel thing where one partner's roleplay is in one set of the world, and the other one is in another parallel world, just like it. you know. Anyway, yeah, I've gotten all the episodes done for this season, so I will just try and, get them edited and everything and uploaded, and I will see you guys next time. Come on.